When affiliate programs really work, they feel less like marketing and more like a high-energy sales floor. Think about the movie Wolf of Wall Street. Salespeople celebrating wins, people closing deals and shouting it out, beating their chests with energy, hitting the sales gong, momentum kind of everywhere. That energy is not accidental, it's completely designed. And this is exactly what you want your affiliate community to feel like. You want the creators sharing their wins. You want creators seeing others succeed. You want creators feeling that they're a part of something that's moving fast. Ultimately, it's to teach the new creators that this is achievable and attainable for them. I'm Fernando Campos, and I run a portfolio of supplement brands doing over $500K a month in GMV on Shop alone. And I'm the co-founder of HypeHQ, the leading profit and analytics dashboard built specifically for TikTok Shop sellers. So this module is going to show you exactly how to build that type of environment using Discord, with Goli's public Discord as a reference example. The same principles apply whether you're using Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, you name it, but Discord is probably the most popular right now. So step one is why community matters at scale. TikTok Shop is a content volume game. So as you scale, you need to stop working with a handful of creators and start really scaling to hundreds or thousands. So managing that through DMs is not really scalable. So you want your DMs, like text message or whatever, to be best reserved for your top creators, the high touch relationships, all that kind of stuff. But for the majority of creators, you need kind of a one-to-many, something that keeps them engaged, keeps them aligned, and keeps them excited. And community solves that. Step number two is think like you're scaling a team, right? If you were onboarding 1,000 employees, you would build systems. And ultimately, that's kind of what you're trying to do with affiliates. And so Discord becomes a place where creators can come in to learn how to win with your brand, understand the expectations, find creative briefs, see what success looks like, and honestly just stay motivated, whether that's through contests or giveaways, you name it. And so you're not managing the individuals anymore, you're really managing that community. And so step number three is creator onboarding and brand education. So Discord allows you to centralize everything that the creators might need. So whether that's the brand story and mission, values and positioning of each product education, FAQs, posting guidelines, violation and compliance support. Instead of answering the same questions repeatedly, creators can self-educate. This improves content quality and reduces your operational drag. Then step number four is that you can provide training, coaching, and retention. So anything that keeps the creators posting is considered engagement. So Discord is great for letting you schedule live coaching calls, run group trainings, assign coaches and moderators, or answer questions publicly so that everybody learns. So these touch points act as great retention tools. And then step number five is social proof of momentum. So this is where things really compound. So inside the community, creators can share their wins, their GMV milestones, payouts and screenshots, personal success stories. And this is what creates that visible proof that the system actually works. And when creators see other people winning in real time, then the belief increases and that flywheel continues to spin. And that belief really turns into more posts, more effort, more consistency, and that's what you really need. So step number six, the contest, the challenges, and the identity. So community gives you leverage beyond commission. So inside Discord, you can run GMV-based contests, posting challenges, team competitions, tiered rewards. You can also create like kind of roles, status levels, leaderboards. And so ultimately, it's something to work towards, something to get excited about, motivated. People can be naturally competitive. They want to hit number one, or they want their team to win. Goli's done an amazing job of kind of putting people into different teams. And then when they're sharing their wins, they're kind of highlighting the team lead and showing their GMV screenshots, and kind of makes it a kind of a fun, friendly rivalry. And then step number seven is creative briefs and product communication. So Discord is awesome for, again, sharing creative briefs, announcing new products, highlighting the winning hooks and angles that are working right now, communicating launches or promotions, everything in one place. And so, like I mentioned, it doesn't have to be Discord, but it's just one that's really common. And so let me do a quick walkthrough for you guys. Okay, quick note before we keep going. If you ever want to chat TikTok Shop strategy, whether it's for creators, content, GV Max, or just scaling your overall shop, I'm happy to hop on a call. There's a link in the description below. Let's keep going. So this is Goli's channel. If you're an actual creator and then you can that's promoted for them, you can get more access to like their coaching and calls and their training program. I'm obviously not a creator, so I don't have access to that, but you can go into their announcements and then you can see kind of like, this is what they're doing. There's like a holiday boot camp that's launching on the 15th. It's going to be hosted by their coach, Brandon. And then basically it's going to have different challenges, daily calls, daily viral replication videos, all that kind of stuff. And so this is the announcement. There's a sign up form here. And then, so you have a welcome here. And so this is kind of giving you things to do. So make sure to drop your best tips here, your wins here. And then every Saturday, 16 winners will get some kind of Goli goodies in cash, which is interesting. And so, yeah, they have different sets of rules that you can click on over here if you want to see, like being respectful, staying compliant, do not DM members, basically don't solicit their creators. You can go over into their campaigns. And so you can see so this one is go to Target. So actually, that's interesting. They're actually pushing this community to now buy products in Target, which is kind of cool. These are the types of campaigns that they've been really famous for, where if you hit these certain targets, they're going to give you gifts, right? So if you hit 500K in GMV, you're getting a Mercedes G-Wagon. Wow, actually, this one's crazy. If you hit $1 million in GMV, which is obviously very, very difficult, and you only have a certain time frame typically to hit these, then, there's kind of the fine print down here. But if you hit $1 million in GMV, you will get $1 million in cash. And so ultimately, they're using these kind of very lofty targets to basically incentivize people, because if you're gonna get the same commission between Goli and this other brand, but Goli has these really cool kind of contests, that might convince you to promote for Goli instead. So I love success stories. This is really cool, where they kind of highlight specific creators. And it's almost like a case study, if you will, but it's again showing Robert Knight, who's a killer creator and has done really well. Or here's a Spanish creator, Maria, that's done 350K for them. So then you have chats. Again, this section up here is really more for the brand, and they're kind of showing these. Then you have the community, right? So then you can have creators doing introductions over here. There's a Spanish chat. So then the Spanish speakers can kind of communicate. Again, wins. This is kind of cool. So you can see the creators, and it's okay, but this one 1.2K in GMV. And then, so this person's, my working Saturday. Again, just driving momentum and energy, like what I'm talking about earlier. They have the tips for creators. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, you can go into live calls. Then you can go into their mission and values, why they're better, who their scientific advisory board is, values of the brand, which is cool. The principles, so it's wellness, great taste, and quality. Goli for Good, they're supporting some kind of nonprofits and charities, which is great. And yeah, it's getting you bought in, right? If you went to a college, right, and you have a really interesting orientation where they get you super excited about being a part of that college, then Goli's kind of doing the same thing by showing you about what they're doing for good, and that they're a certified B Corp, and maybe tell you more about the founders and all that kind of stuff. And then ultimately the products. So this is kind of giving you a background, what kind of angles, and then they have resources over here. So yeah, overall kind of explanation of their partner programs, FAQ, which is really cool. So yeah, any frequently asked questions, violation help. So if you get a violation that's kind of a mistake, then you can go over here, submit a form, and then Goli's team will help you try to remove that violation, which is great. We talked about Spark codes naturally in GMV Max, so you can submit it via this form, and then they probably have an automated process to make sure that they get added into GMV Max. Discount codes. So yeah, if you want to test different discount codes, they have a bunch here. And then live flash sales. So then there's kind of tutorials in terms of trying to get more and more people into a live flash program, which is really smart. So then this is what Goli's kind of product explanation is. It's for their ACV gummies, one of their best sellers. And so it kind of covers their benefits, what to say, all this kind of stuff. They're leading with purpose. And so it's kind of cool that they're kind of showing a little bit of background and all that kind of stuff, specifically for the brand. Yep. And that's it on creating community. So to wrap this up, affiliate programs don't scale through DMs. They scale through systems, leaderboards, and community. When creators see wins, learn from each other, and feel like they're a part of something bigger, it just becomes automatic. That's how you turn one-off affiliates into long-term partners. Okay guys, so if you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe below. We're definitely still a new channel, so that really helps us get the message out to more people and ultimately continue doing these videos, because we love breaking down real TikTok shop strategies every single week. Now, if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video where I show you how to track your numbers so you can know if you can scale or not. Thanks.